Good evening, Ved. Many congratulations. Can you hear me, Ved? लग रहा है तुम कहीं लॉन्ग जर्नी पे जा रहे हो.
I'm actually returning back from Varanasi. My ALET center was at PH. So
ALET
I'm going
paper.
back to Prayagraj, my hometown.
Yes, after
Yes,
giving your ALET paper, right?
yes, ma'am.
So thank you so much for joining in, Ved. You are our Prayagraj topper, and so far I think that is our best rank and the city's best rank from Prayagraj. Uh, so how does it feel after writing ALET to discover that you are going to join National Law School of India University in Bangalore? Are you excited?
I mean, of course, ma'am. And yesterday I couldn't sleep a lot today when Clat results were going to be announced. So yesterday I had a very sleepless night and I woke up early as well. I was not very nervous for ALET. I went there with a mind and I was just focused on the Clat result, which is not something I should be proud of. I should have focused on ALET as well. But yeah, after when I came home after giving my ALET, I checked the result and something weird happened. At around 3 p.m., I got my result early and it's did. So that was a very weird thing. I sent my
You were the person who
scores to
got
the
at
faculty
the
members and they said that it is.
person who got the result like 3 hours before everyone, and then your result was removed, and there was a lot of stress because I think people started saying you have faked the result, but now you stand validated. You are AIR 55 and you are joining NLS with the best rank from Prayagraj. So, Ved, just quickly tell us about your CLAT journey. Maybe the juniors from Prayagraj who are preparing, they will probably get motivated and they are going to look at this interview, get tips from here. So, just quickly tell us about when you started out, how did you decide to do CLAT, when you joined CLAT Possible, what did you discover, what were your weak sections, so in that order.
Yes, ma'am. So it was around in class 10th when I decided that I had to appear for CLAT in class 12th. And I joined CLAT Possible in class 11th for the 2-year program. And I'm really glad I did that. So I joined in CP in class 11th and I started early with the program, which helped me a lot with clearing my fundamentals such as critical reasoning, English, and legal especially. So that was of a huge help. And I'd suggest that starting early is a big head start for people and they take it for granted. So that helped me a lot. And I had a bit of familiarity with English and critical reasoning. They were easy to go through with. I had a little bit of difficulty with legal even till the recent few months. And what I'd say is focus a lot on GK. People take GK for granted, like me, and they struggle in the last few months. Like it was not like it was like 2 months or so when I realized that, oh, I have a lot of backlog in GK and I need to cover this up. And so I panicked for a few days, but then I got my head straight and I started doing GK at a regular pace. So that was the biggest problem I had. I neglected GK for the major part of this year and I regret doing it. But luckily, the GK section in this year's paper was not that hard and it was literally specific details from the passage. So I'd say Lady Luck was on my side with that. But yes, it will not always be on your side, my juniors. So please focus on GK and please focus on your reading section as well. That's going to be the fundamental and that's going to build your ranks. And GK and quants are just rank boosters. I did not have much of a difficulty with quants because I'd say I was pretty average in maths. So I did not have a very difficult time with going through with quants. And it was not very easy as well. It was a moderate kind of thing. But yes, the reading section was the easy part. And the most hard, the section that gave me the hardest time was absolutely.
So, Ved, many people ignore maths, they don't practice critical reasoning enough, you know. You were regular for your classes, you were a 2-year student. Of course, initially people start taking it lightly, but because you join early, you have the advantage to take it lightly, then get back into the game. So all the students who are preparing for 25 or 26, because all of you, I was talking to Managya, then Shreyas, you all will be together in NLS Bangalore. So all of them were 2-year program students of Clat Possible, and they all said the same thing, that regularity really, really helped them. They, initially they were not very serious about it, but slowly, they got into the game and they started doing their sessions seriously. GK they started doing seriously. They all pretty much said the same thing. Maths they took seriously. So would you recommend the same thing? Your regularity, your regular mocks. Shreyas mentioned that he was so honest in his mocks. So all did that help?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I would suggest that the fundamentals that are the reading section, especially the English, critical reasoning, and legal, it is something that should be very clear, and you should strengthen it the most you can in your first year if you're a 2-year program student. So that helped me a lot. And during this year, when I got into class 12, I had to focus on improving my fonts. I had to just practice a lot of sheets. I had to practice critical reasoning, of course, and I had to give my mocks regularly as I'd say is uh, doing this in class 11 helped me with a head start, I'd say. Because critical reasoning was something which was, I'd say, my strong section, critical reasoning and English as well. So that helped me a lot, and it did not give me a hard time in class 12. What gave me a hard time was GK, of course, and I had to go through GK, the current affairs, and the static portion of GK was covered in class 11th as well. So that did not give me a hard time as well. So I had just to go through the current affairs and practice words and give mocks honestly and regularly. Giving mocks honestly is a big thing. People hesitate and people think that scoring low is a bad thing. It is not. You can score low, but please learn from your mistakes that you take those marks to another level.
So how much time did you give to mock analysis? And, did you give the mocks? I mean, you did not skip the mocks, we know that. So did you spend time on mock analysis?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I spend a healthy amount of time on every mock and analyzing it properly, especially the legal section and the reading section as well. And I'd say that analyzing the GK section also helped me revise the topics very quickly. And analyzing mocks is actually very important. If you're giving mocks and you're just giving mocks, you're not analyzing them, it's merely going to waste because you're not going to learn what mistakes you're making and you're not going to learn from them. So, analyzing your mocks is a very crucial part of this whole mock giving process. Any mock not analyzed is a mock wasted. So, please, I'd request everyone if you're giving mocks, please analyze it thoroughly, especially the sections that you have blundered or have gone bad. Maybe you have made a very silly mistakes. So yeah, analyzing is pretty important, and this is what helped me strengthen my legal section. It was not very strong, but analyzing it again and again, looking at the different kind of questions and the method of reasoning which the question follows, it really helps. So yeah, analyzing is as important as taking out 2 hours and giving a mock.
That's lovely to know, Ved. So you have been, a CP student. You have got our test series. You've got our material. Did you feel that there was a dearth of material or test series? Because we see that many of the tests are still not given because there are so many of them. So did you ever find that there was any dearth of material or test series, or you needed more to aid in your preparation while you were here for 2 years?
The test series was not a problem at all. There were plenty of mocks. I believe there were around 60 mocks on a test zone and 30 mocks that we had given and proctored in our center. So yeah, there was an abundance of mocks both for ALET and CLAT. So that helped me a lot. When I was done with my CLAT, the proctored mocks at the center, I used to take out time and attempt the mocks from the test zone, which were in online mode. So that those helped as well. And the fact that they also had the analysis videos, they helped as well. So I'd say I had a good amount of mocks. And even though I attempted a lot of mocks, I still did not finish all the mocks that CP had.
That's lovely, Ved. It's such a good thing that all of you are joining, are going to pay your college fees even before your board exams are over, and you will be in college. So I'm sure that has really boosted your morale. All the best for your boards, but we will steal you for one more day, and I would like to invite you for Judgment Day. So you have to spare that day, and for that will be a day when we are not calling you for mock or analysis or session. It will only be a day of celebration. And I really wish you
Really
all the
looking
best for
forward to
your
that,
A-Lit
ma'am.
result as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and have a safe journey home.
Thank you, ma'am.